My name is Ivan Festus Matovu. I work as the Claims Manager, General Insurance, UAP or Mutual Insurance, Uganda Limited. The claims process, in brief, starts with the notification of a claim by the client. Once we are in receipt of that notification, we will basically confirm that the client who has notified the claim is insured. Basically, that means that confirming that they have a policy in place that's running and that the item that they are claiming is insured among those items that are basically attached to the policy, that the incident that occurred within the policy period, and then that the premium, that is basically what somebody pays for the price of the insurance cover, has actually been paid. Once we have confirmed that, then we shall proceed to request for particular information and the documentation that we require in order to be able to process that claim. The client, of course, is expected to submit that information and those documents. And once we're in receipt of those documents, then we shall proceed to process that claim. Processing a claim basically means that we're looking at that information that you've provided for us, and then we are verifying it to confirm it's correct and authentic. And then once we are satisfied that the information that we have obtained from you is relevant and it's satisfactory, then we shall proceed to issue what we call a discharge voucher. A discharge voucher is a document that basically bears what we are paying or what we intend to pay for that claim. And that discharge voucher is basically where you capture or where you give us information regarding your account details in order for us to be able to process and pay that claim. So that discharge voucher, once we're in receipt of that signed discharge voucher, then we shall proceed to make a payment for that claim. So in summary, that is basically the process in its simplest form. So it starts with the notification of a claim, then there is processing of the claim, and once the processing is done, then we proceed to settle that claim. So in brief, that is the claims process. In the claims process, we have, first of all, UAP as a brand, whether it's medical, general insurance, and the other sections. We have dedicated teams of people who have the relevant skills that are required to assist with processing a claim. So by a dedicated team, I mean, say, for example, in our situation under general insurance, we have people who are dedicated to handling claims that specifically come from direct clients. Direct clients are those clients who have obtained policies from UAP directly without the use of an intermediary. And the intermediary, of course, means either a broker or an agent. Then there are those clients who obtain their insurance through an agent who they have approached, and this agent has actually helped them procure this policy, this insurance cover. Then, of course, there are those clients who come through our brokers. These are companies that are specifically licensed to a broker business or bring business to insurance companies. Yeah. So we have a dedicated team of claims people who are basically going to handle claims that come through agents. There's bank assurance. This is a business that comes through the banks, and also the agents. So there's a dedicated team that handles claims that come through those channels. Then we have another dedicated team of claims people who are basically handling claims that come through the brokerage. So with that kind of arrangement, we are able to seamlessly handle the claims that come through these channels. Then, of course, we have service providers, different service providers. We have a panel of garages who we have approved to, and we have sort of like vetted them, and they meet the standards of the client that our clients would be comfortable working with. So we have those dedicated service providers. Then we also have other service providers like assessors and loss adjusters who are basically on hand to assist with the handling of these claims. And of course, there is also the issue of communication, which is very key. Along the way throughout the entire process, we ensure that these claims teams are basically available to respond to emails promptly, and also advise and keep our clients updated throughout the claims process. So for any insurance company, any person any entity or any company that's providing a service, it's important to get feedback from the client. So basically, with feedback, you're able to know that how you're performing. Are you on the right track? Do you need to drop certain things? Do you need to pick up certain things in order to continue to be relevant? The key thing is, are we relevant to the customer throughout the entire process? Over the last 3 years, that's from 2022 to 2024, we have paid a total of about 165 billion Uganda shillings in general insurance claims only. And that translates to about 55 billion every year. So what that says is that insurance, first of all, is a promise, and that is the promise to pay a claim. And what this shows is that we have kept that promise to pay a claim, or to pay those claims when they materialize. When somebody gets a loss, UAP Old Mutual as a brand keeps their promise. They pay, and they actually have the ability to pay, to keep that promise to that magnitude. So for any person out there, even for myself, when I look at these figures, it's basically telling me that UAP is a brand, UAP Old Mutual is a brand that I can trust with my risk, because they have the ability and they will show up when it matters most.